horrible move to avoid as an entrepreneur. There are a lot of different moves that can kill you and crush you as an entrepreneur. I have been an entrepreneur for close to 26 years. There were so many mistakes, so many traps, so many moves that literally can kill me out as an entrepreneur. But if there's one move that you need to avoid, let me tell you what that is. It is to be able to read people. It's to be able to read who's who in your sales team. It's to be able to read who is the people who has the potential to perform and who are the people who doesn't have the potential to perform. One of the things that will guarantee to drive you insane is that you're working with the wrong people. And I hear it all the time. I hear from my sales guy, my leaders, my managers say, oh my God, I got people in my organization, on my team, it's not performing, it's driving me nuts, I'm frustrated, I am kind of drained myself. Listen, it's not that your people don't perform. It is that you as a leader did not read people well and accurately to know who to work with. Let me explain into a much deeper meaning of what I'm trying to say here. Statistics shows that there are over 40% of the people in the United States register as Republicans. There's about 45% of the people register as diehard Democrats. So 40% Republicans, around that, okay? It could be 41, it could be 42, 43, around 40%, let's just say. They are diehard Republicans, meaning it doesn't matter what you say, how you try to persuade them to go to another party, they're not gonna go. And the other 45% are Democrats, they are diehard. It doesn't matter what you say, how you say it, what contents do you put out, you cannot. And it's very difficult for you to convince somebody who is a diehard Democrat to become a Republican, right? So if you really add up those two parties, 45 plus another maybe 42, 43, you have about 12% left in the middle where these people, they have not decided where to go yet, whether they want to become a Republican or they want to become a Democrat. So if you were running for president of the United States like Trump and Biden, your job, your focus, got to be focusing on how do I convey my message and to convince this 12% of the people who's not sure which party to go to your party. Am I right? Because the people who's diehard fan of their own party, they're not going to go anywhere. So what does it have to do with entrepreneurship? Well, let me give you another example and I'll get right into and wrap it up with my final message on this. It's very difficult for you to convince someone who is a Christian, right? Diehard Christian, to believe in Buddhism. Vice versa. It is very hard for you to convince someone who has been extremely religious about Buddhism into believing in Christian. Because everybody entitled to their views and beliefs, all right? And we have to respect people, right? I'm not saying it's impossible to change people, right? But it's very difficult. So instead of trying to change people on their monster beliefs on something, there are percentage of the people in the middle where they don't know what religion to go to yet. That's the people that you need to be focusing on and working with, right? So when I'm talking about entrepreneurship, listen, I have been an entrepreneur for 26 years. And one of the biggest, wrong move I made was I worked with a lot of wrong people. I work with people who doesn't have a desire. I work with people who doesn't want to win big. I work with people who just want to make a little bit of money and they just want to stay comfortable after that. I made one of the biggest wrong moves early on in my career where I try to change people. Look, people is not going to change unless there is a significant event happen in their life, okay? They're not. 10% of the people, no matter what you do, all right, they're going to be motivated. Tom Brady is going to be a Tom Brady. Michael Jordan is always going to be a Michael Jordan. Yes, they do need a coach. Yes, they do need a mentor, but they are self-motivated and all you got to do is guide them. In the entrepreneurship is the world. In your company is the same. You know what I'm talking about? With all these people in the room, you just know that there's a less than 10% of the people are self-motivated, self-reliant, self-focused, and all they need is some guidance. But then there's another 60% of the people in the room. They start something, they get excited, they have enthusiasm, but after a month or maybe after a few weeks, they got distracted. You know, they're gonna have some family issue rise up. They're gonna have a flat tires, and all of a sudden they say, well, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. That's about 60% of people belong to that category. They start something and immediately they get distracted and they quit. Guess what's left? There's 30% of the people left in the middle where these people have potential. They want to, they got a desire. It is your job as a leader to figure out this 30% of people in your organization that before they quit. You got to inspire them to not quit by teaching the right skill sets. Make sure they start to make some great money right off the bat to build up their confidence. And you got to do whatever it takes to recommend them to read the right books and direct them to the right events, provide them with the right tools. So, a horrible move you need to avoid as an entrepreneur, like what I did many years ago, is to work with people who doesn't have desire. Is not to continue to put all your energy on people who self-motivated. They are already self-motivated. You need to put your energy on the people who has potential, but they are not there yet. And if you can read who's who and avoid that horrible move on working with the wrong people, woo! Bingo! Game is over. Guys, post a comment below. Let me know your thoughts on my message and my video of today. See you next time. JW here. Take care. JW here. If you like my content, comment below and download my JW Just Win app. See you next time.